fam. Just gonna type it in the chat. How you guys doing today? Look, I know the subject is crazy. I'm gonna wait for some more people to come to the room, but I know y'all wondering why. What are you talking about? You want to know what we're talking about today? I'm just want to know what you learned in 2020 and 2021. That's it. Just want to know what you learned. We're gonna keep this nice and clean. We'll keep it nice and clean. I know I was supposed to had went live early this morning, but just how life just happens. Life happens. I've been in the middle of getting these taxes done and some other things, but I said, look, I gotta come live. I want to talk to you guys Friday. It's Friday. You guys get paid today, so I'll talk on the end what you should buy. But the question I have is, what did you learn? What you learned 2020 and 2021, and are you prepared if we do have another repeat, another repeat? If we look globally and what's going around globally. Look, I ain't trying to get kicked off YouTube, but we just need to, really look at what did we learn? What did you learn? What did you grow from it? Make sure I unplugged my camera. I want to make sure I plug my camera in. But what did you learn? That's what I just want to know. What did you learn? Because it's like a lot of things happened these last 2 years. And what I mean, the 2020 and 2021, because 2020, everybody was, kind of fearful because we didn't know what was going on. I don't know, people that was talking to me, I was screaming BS the whole way. I was like, no, I don't believe it. I was running my mouth, feeling like, man, I'm supposed to be traveling. Y'all messing it up for me. Oh, I was like frustrated in that part because, yeah, I didn't, I didn't agree. And yeah, I'm gonna keep my words, and I'm not gonna repeat what y'all put in the chat, because whatever y'all put in the chat is what y'all want to put in the chat. But yeah, I'm asking a question. I would love to learn, love to know what you learned. Because we had a lot of growing to do. I mean, a lot of growing to do. I realized really how important family time and family meetings and getting to be with family. I learned, how can I say, I learned that it's better to have a close family network. I didn't mind to things being up in the air. I didn't mind sharing the house because they saying that women can't live together. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. If you have a house full of women, yes, we can get along. Yes, we can live together. I know it'd be like little attitudes and stuff, but a lot of stuff we learned. I learned that you know these herbs work, and they're going to work, and they're going to keep on working. And a lot of people need to just wake up to that and stop being so closed-minded. And I got to be nice at the words I say, because a couple of words I say just don't be right. So I got to make sure I say the right words. Look, y'all can put in the chat group what y'all learned, because it we learn how to save money, stack. I learned about the go bag that I was talking about in 2019, how serious that go bag is. And your go bag, like referring to the go bag, your go bag was your house. So your go bag was your house. And it's not go bag, it's the stay in bag. And was you prepared? Did you have everything you need? If you like was out of work and there was no telework and all that, could you survive and have enough money, foods, all the stuff that we need? Because a lot of us learned that we didn't get along with our spouses, or we got along with our spouses, or we got along whoever we lived with. You you saw with the love, you saw the love language, you saw the healing, the growing. You faced a lot of things that you just felt that you couldn't face. Be honest, a lot of us face some stuff. They be like, man, do I believe that? Do I want to listen to that? Y'all know what I'm saying. I mean, I'm gonna look at the yes, Donna, I appreciate you, girl. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Miss Ree. Thank you. Yes, happy Friday, family. Happy Friday. I had to come. I said, if it's not between 9 and 10, at least be sometime this day that I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live. I mean, I would love to speak with you, Donna, offline. Shoot me an email, support@verywisealternatives.com. But anyway, I would love to know what you guys learned, because a lot of us, a lot of us lost a lot of loved ones during this time. And then it was the point of not being selfish, because when you lose a loved one, like I lost my aunt during this time, and I had to learn not to be selfish, because in Maryland, she had a funeral in Maryland, so I had to learn not to be selfish to go to the funeral. Let the outside, let family from out, that wasn't here living here local. I had to let them go, and I had to, step outside myself and just watch it on TV. I did end up going to the event, but I just stayed outside. I just stayed outside. It's like a lot of things. You look at what you couldn't take, how much I can't say BS, but you learn how much you would take. You learn your limits. Some people limits here, some people threshold is here, some people thresholds here. I think mine is like to my feet. I'd be like, man, I'm joking. Mine is to my neck when I can't take for so much that I have to run my mouth. And now I'm running my mouth because it's like, is there be another demic? Y'all gotta think. Are you prepared and you ready if there is another demic? And it don't even have to be a demic, y'all. It don't even have to be a demic. It doesn't even have to be this thing that happened and I can't really. It's April, so I can't say. Some people still wearing that mask. Some people not wearing that mask, and they still saying the numbers are going high. And but y'all remember the flu, right? Y'all remember that word, the flu? Remember? That was killing like 500,000 people. I'm going to get off that subject. I just wanted to make sure I throw that in there. But I would love to know what you learned. I know a lot of us built up our immune system. I mean, a lot of us learned how bad our immune system is. How about that? A lot of people realize how bad their immune system was or how strong it was. And then it just taught you, well, maybe them vitamins and the minerals and them herbs, I need to take them every day. I mean, I'm a clown because I'm gonna keep this nice and keep it within the parameters of where it needs to be spoken to. I'm be peeking back and forth. I'm gonna learn. Okay, Donna, I'm sorry. Okay, so just you just have to sit down. Like I know before when I was deploying, I would sit down and I would just sit in the middle of my room and think, if I was outside, what would I need? That's the same thing we have to look at far as what happened in 2020. Well, really 2019, but between like the end of 2019, like right there in December, when everybody was coming down with something that just wasn't jive, and then March 2020, and then here we are, April 2022. It's been like a blur, because 2020 was like a blur. I don't know about you. 2020 and 2021, this felt like it was like, I don't know about you, but here we are in 2022, and it's like a lot of things, you open up your eye, the mask is coming off. The real mask is coming off, and you starting to face things and see things that's like, man, are you really saying that on TV? Are you really saying that on commercial? Because I always was wondering why, you deal with your elders, our elders. You're like, why are they yelling at the TV? Why are they yelling at the commercial? I mean, yelling at the radio. I found out, I was in the car with my mom, and I'm sitting here yelling at the commercial, like, man, y'all need to stop lying. I ain't gonna say the exact word I said, but y'all know it was some choice word. I was like, why y'all lying? What I said, well, you just stop with these stupid commercials. I'm like, man, I don't know, but I was like, y'all need to stop, because y'all. That's how I felt. That's what I do when I'm in my car. I be riding, and that's why I love listening to audio books, or love just putting some instrumental, some music that's just, it ain't even words. Just listening to some sounds. Because sometimes, you want some frequencies to be coming to you, the correct frequencies. Y'all know, these frequencies and these tones and this music. It's like, it's a fine line there too. So I'm not trying to cross these lines, but how we play double dutch, ladies, play double dutch. I'm not trying to cross lines, but y'all get what I'm saying. Y'all get what I'm saying. Just gonna. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. My aunt, she passed away. She was in her 90s. She was, I want to say 93, 92 or 93. I had did a video about that, losing her. It was detrimental, but it was the point of, how can I put it? It was a point of, she lived a wonderful life. I mean, she lived a wonderful life. I just want to get there. I know all of us, I want to get to my 90s. She 92. I want to get to 92. I want to get there, because I'm going to tell you, she lived independently. I'm going to tell you, she lived independently, where she lived in New York, in Manhattan, until she was 91 years old. 91. And she had a part-time health provider to come in and check on her to make sure she had a medicine. Other than that, she lived by herself. So, of course, we want our kings, and kings, I know you want your queens, but I would want my king living me. But she lived until that time independently, right mind, money. She was fine. Lived in, like I said, in Manhattan, the Lower East Side. Miss Hay, my Lower East Side friends and family, love you guys, but I'm just telling you, everybody wants to get there, and I want to get there. But what happened in 2020 and 2019 and 2021, we want to get there. We want to get there, right? We want to get there. We want to get to 92 and older. We want to get there, but what you learned in that time can get you there. I just look, I'm trying to clean up words, and I'm trying to keep them nice, and I'm trying to look. I'm glad you love that book. I'm gonna have some more books for you guys. Because a lot of books been blowing my mind. But there are those books will help you too, Donna. Those books will help you too. But yeah, and my reading game is on. My reading game's on, and I'm not just focusing just on the herbs anymore. Just want to put that out, because we got to focus on growing more. We have to focus on another thing I learned, get my grow on, because my grow game was bad. I mean, 2019, y'all saw me trying to grow some cabbage, and I'm like, man, I gotta get this cabbage right. But I was like, I gotta get me some land. I gotta move. You gotta move, because my backyard, everybody tell me some raised garden. It's okay, but the raised garden, I want an array. I want more. I just don't want to do cabbage. And if I had to put cabbage and watermelon, cucumbers, it'd have took up my whole yard, because that's how big my yard was. But I had got my grow game on. So I hope you guys get your grow game on, and read more books. Look, sometimes it's good to get the books. Well, it's good to get the books audio, but make sure you download it. So when, if the internet happened to go down, because you already see they're talking about it could be or whatever, where the internet could go down. We could have a blackout. We could have some stuff going on. But you got to have those books ready. You have to make sure that you know how to clean water, grow stuff. So we got to learn that. And that's what I learned in this time. I hope you guys learned it. Look, I hope you guys learned it. Because it ain't no joke. It's no joke. And these are the things that I'm wondering if you learned. Did you learn to put some capsules together? Well, my capsules, you learn to put some capsules together. I showed y'all guys how to get that 50 capsule filler, or even the 20 capsule filler, but get the 50 capsule filler. Put your stuff together. Put your stuff together. I hope you learned that. But y'all see growing, I'm making sure I add more products. So I'm learning a different game, how to maneuver out here. But I just, and look, another thing I learned to jump. Because look, now I'm doing live. So if I can do it, I know you guys can do it. I'm going to put it there. I look, I'm shy. I know it don't seem like it, but I be in my head a lot. That's what sometimes I be forgetting things. And hey, that's just the nature of the game. That's just the nature of this, not really game, life and you on just being natural, just being natural. That's just you. But don't be scared. Don't go be scared being live. Don't be scared doing videos. Don't it. I did a little temporary $8 course of how to put a video together because I'm like, man, if I can do, I know you guys can do it. I don't care. But another thing is it pushing me, 2020, 2021 pushed me to really go full time with herbs and all that other stuff. So I'm wondering, what did you guys do? Yes. So Donna was on here. I'm looking at the chat. Donna was talking about she learned her skills about the campfire. Yeah. Got to learn all that. I mean, learn how to start a fire, how to put one out, how to make sure you keep it going. Because it's a thing about starting a fire, but keeping it going. A lot of us put wet wood in there. All this matters. All this matters. You need to learn these things. I mean, really learn. I learned a little bit with the AC, just a little bit, not too much. My game is it's small there. Learning trading, learning so many things that I'm like, man, I would never in a million years thought about trading on the stock market myself. I mean, even with this crypto, I was like, what the hell is a crypto and how do you do this? And I'm like, man, it's like, now I know it. Now I know NFTs, all that stuff, all these little words and things. And I went back to the basic. I was like, let me learn the basics. So I went, what is crypto and how it started? So I go back, then I go in the documentary part where I go to make sure where it started, who, you don't know who created it and all this other stuff, but it's already there and they doesn't want to tell us. But these are the stuff that you got to learn. I mean, I don't know how many people's going to omit things. Let me see. Make sure you show your information. Yeah, but I don't know how many things that you guys want to admit. Hey, Carrie, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the love. But how many of us actually sit down to learn these things? And what I mean, new things that you never thought, you never in a million years thought you would have to worry about, know how to clean water. I mean, really clean water. You didn't never think about, oh, if the lights go out, how I'm gonna keep my house heated. What I know about a generator, what? I learned generator when I was in the military. So I know I learned, okay. So I already learned survival skills. So I'm like one up, but I'm just saying, I just need to share it with you guys. So I know Herbs Cream was like, you need to just talk more about the military. And it's like, but I was like, no, let me just get that, the music, because you don't want to die with your music, and then we shouldn't be thinking about dying, cancer, but it just doesn't matter. Let me just share all these things, and these things are survival skills that you need to know now. You need to know now. That's why I want to know, what did you really learn in 2020, 2021? Because here it is 2022, and just my perception, it's like, okay, are we going for another shutdown? I mean, is it we could? And are you prepared? Are you prepared? It's no creating, inciting violence or citing anything. I just want you to have your head in the game, because a lot of people lost their jobs, lost their income, lost family members, didn't have wills in place, didn't have, these trustworthy things in place to make sure that you are all right for tomorrow and beyond, because we already know yesterday is never coming back. The present is here. Tomorrow it's like, a little suspect. But what are you doing now? Do you have your water still? Are you rotating the stuff that I was talking about 2019 about rotating your canned goods? I know I'm repeating myself, but are we doing that? Are you eating the foods, or have you bartered, or are you able to do that? Because I know Carrie, I just say he told me about going to get some silver. And I'm like, okay, let me go check this silver game out and get me some more silver. Because I was like, You're right. Let me go get that. Let me get that. I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff that we really don't really pay attention to. Like, I had made sure I got an external hard drive because I know I was talking about books before I was reading what Donna said. Sometimes you can't depend on the internet. So it's good to have the books tangibly, have the books hard copy, soft copy, print them out, save them on your hard drive, save them on external hard drive because you can always go back and try to look at it. I know the electricity and all this other stuff, but we're just trying to say, just being prepared. I just want to know if you mentally prepared, because a lot of us wasn't mentally prepared, especially when your kids was home 24/7 for a solid year. And it's like, but why did our children really? We're supposed to love them. It's supposed to be a treasure. It's supposed to be good. I love you. I don't want you to go anywhere. I don't want you to go anywhere. But some of us is like, it was like a negative instead of positive. I'll just put it that way. I'm gonna try to clean my words, keep my words nice. It was like, man, I can't do this. I can't do this. And it's like, yes, you can. Because you notice how, if you look at it, your tolerant level got up, your patience probably grew a little bit. We talk about your mental game, your mental health. How you mentally, can you handle it again? Can you mentally be at home? Because I hope you turned your house into your heaven. Especially one room. I hope that was your heaven. You made that where I can stand here 24/7 and don't have to leave. I know, because man, I felt I ain't have to go outside. I mean, I learned. I was like, well, I go outside so I can get my fresh air, and get my walking in and get my sunshine. So I go. That's what I was doing. I was like, it wasn't really a hinder. I was like mad because I just couldn't. I couldn't. First I got to put a diaper on my face. I was mad about that, going places. That me didn't really help. But my thing is, I couldn't travel. That was the only thing that I was like a little irritated about. I was like, man, I ain't travel. But it's good to learn Zoom. I don't know if a lot of you guys got closer to your family member, you did Zoom, or like I was telling you, on my family, we did we actually did a family chat group. We did what was it? It was Duo. We was doing a lot of chat groups, like major these European holidays. We actually was on a Zoom and just doing fun things. Thanks to my cut Brit. Hey Brit, thanks for Brittany. It takes, look, y'all notice it takes the children. It takes the children to teach us. It takes the children to teach us, because it's like, okay, so let me clean this up. So if 2020 and 2021 didn't teach you this, it taught us to tell these kids the truth. I'm gonna clean it up. Tell these kids the truth. So when they come up and have ideas and be teaching us stuff, it be them to teach us. And I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't tell them. I'm glad I didn't put them little fairy make-believe stories in their heads where they come back and throw the same fairy tales and fame stories to us, and we like be in that la la land. We in reality. So they stayed in reality. So when she come with these ideas and these things, I'm like, I'm glad that she did. It was like the children, like I was telling you, my daughter taught me some things. I'm like, go ahead, baby. I'd be like, mama listening. So I knew like where that came from. We learn from our children, and it's because somebody else taught them the stuff that we try to protect them from, because they go into this public school, and the public schools be having all these different things that they host, and you gotta make believe and pretend that you down with it. You be like, man, we don't do that in this house. I'm trying to keep it clean, but y'all get what I'm saying. So you got to go with some of the stuff, and you sit here going with some of the stuff, and it's like, okay, here's $10. I'm not giving no more money to this foolishness. Here's $10. You make that stretch. So yeah, I get what I'm saying. It's too many holidays. I know. Yes, it's good for the paid days off, but is it really a paid day off? Because you still be working at home, and this is during this 2020 and 2019. you're still doing this work. You're still doing this work. And I'm I'm trying to make sure I don't go to the left, you guys. I don't want to go to the left. We're gonna try to stay here and go to the right. It's a little bit, but the stuff you be learning, stuff we learning, it's got to be we talking about survival skills. We're talking making sure that we don't lose our mental game. We want to make sure that we keeping our health. We keeping our health right. We want to make sure that we still going outside enjoying the sunlight. So, but I'm gonna go look at the chat because I want to see what y'all learned. Yeah, buying some gold, look. And you notice how I remember a couple of years ago I went to the bank. The bank was like, well, if you accept crypto on your business, we're gonna close your business account. And I'm like, the hell? Now, guess what? Now crypto's everywhere. You can IRA and all this other stuff buying with crypto. You see how things change? Y'all see how things change? How they bounce that ball because they see how people was waking up as millionaires and billionaires. Yeah. Right? Things we learned, things that we doing in this time, 2020, 2022. I know a lot of people don't really want to talk about it, but yeah. Well, I just looked at something Donna was speaking about, far as CPS and children and that life where the thing was, I don't know if y'all remember back. I think I spoke on a little bit. It was on a podcast. I be running my mouth too much, but anyway, it was on a podcast, and I was talking about that woman that was in Florida when she had her baby, and the CPS came and took her child. It's like our rights and things that happened to us in 2020, 21 that made you see things clearer. I mean, it's like a lot of things that we're learning about. How can I put it? We're learning about our rights versus privileges, our okay. So in that situation, who has the rights to the children? Who can come take your children? Who can come do all that? If you didn't learn that during 2020 and 2021, now in 2022, we got a lot of learning to do. Yes, we got a lot of learning to do because it's a lot of things that we just being blind, and we don't need to be blind. So it's a whole other animal, a whole other things that you learn. Because if 2020 and 2021 wasn't a wake-up call, I mean a serious wake-up call, family, yeah, we got a lot of learning to do. I mean a whole lot of learning to do. Whole lot of learning, growing, to be re-educated. I cannot say re-educated or dump some stuff totally and learn anew. Because when we kept our children home and they was doing school at home, it's a lot of stuff that you like, well, you need to learn this. You need to learn this. You know how to shoot. You need to learn self-defense. You need to sew a wound up. A lot of stuff we need to learn. A lot of stuff that we realized that we lacked. Because I remember giving people suggestions because I was thinking about, already my daughters are of age, and I was thinking, well, I wish I'd taught them how to play chess. I thought I wish I'd have taught them more how to shoot a weapon, more self-defense, especially how to swim. I mean, swim. I should have taught them all those things. The basic things like growing vegetables and all those things. I just, we live in like the la la land and the okay. Yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. So I'm just not gonna say it, but you learn what was BS, what wasn't, and what was in the middle, what was true. You learned like a lot of common sense. You learned a lot of I'm gonna stop watching TV unless it's a documentary. Then you realize everything was a documentary / storytelling / truth telling in plain sight, and leave it there. And yeah, so if you cut the TV off and and lift weights and clean up your mind some. Y'all know what I'm saying? No PORN. Just a lot of things that a lot of things we need to clean up. I know your kids can smell. I know your kids can smell. That's why I said it real fast. So it's a lot of things that we need to clean up because, for one, our flesh is weak. For two, we got egos. I mean, we got egos. We got these attitudes, and a lot of things we need to like take a step back and look at it again and be like, what the hell? That's what I'm talking about. That's where I'm getting at. And we got to be there sometimes. We got to be there a lot of times. A lot of times. So yeah, I'm trying to be real clean because y'all know if I was on a podcast, I'd just be saying exactly what I want to say. But I just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure you keep that in your mind, keep you on a thought, because like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. Was it 2 weeks? My grandbaby's like 6 weeks old. Okay, so 3 weeks ago when gas was like $6, I'm like, what in the hell? I'm glad it's back down. I'm glad it's around $3, almost $4. Ain't down enough, but yeah, we saw the prices going high. We see it. But all I want you to see is it's very important to not have all your money in the bank. It's very important to have some or in something where you can get it quick access, because if the dollar ain't losing money, I'll leave that. So you already know you got to deal with your finances. You got to make sure you good where you live. And then there's a lot of us where it was best for us to move. So if you think about it, so in your situation, would you move? Would you repeat what you did in 2020 and 2021? Would you move? You think about that. Would you move? Would it be better for you to have more people in the household than what you had? Or were you in a house where you could have had some people and you was like, nah, I don't want to deal with it. But would you do it this time? If there's another situation, because, I don't know if it's in the news because I ain't watching it, but it's some places that's just recently shut down. And you're like, okay, so if they shut down, what we doing? What we doing? Because if we don't get all our stuff from them, I don't know about you, but it's a lot of stuff that we gotta really pay attention to, especially the ones who really woke in your house. You got people that's really woke that tell you something like, man, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And then you be like, dang, I should have listened. I should be listening. Then you be like, okay. And then you find yourself calling them every day. Hey, what happened? Y'all better look. And then when somebody send you a video, it's best to watch them fast. Y'all know that, right? I know I'm cutting up. But it's a lot of stuff we missed because I'm like, dang, I wish I would have watched that video. That video would have been, just like I don't miss anything Dr. Valentine have to say. Nothing. I'd be like, what he doing? Let me pay for it now. I'll be like, as soon as he comes out, I'll be like, sold, I'm paying for it. I want to hear everything he has to say. And I mean everything. So I don't know. But it's really, are we prepared? Are we good? Are you good? Did you learn a little self-defense? Did you at least shoot a weapon? And I'm talking about at a range in a safe space to where you're practicing, or do you not clear or at least load it? I was talking about that, I know a little lady was talking about an arrow, and I was like, shoot, if I had to do it, I would do it. But the thing with the arrows, you have to make them, you have to make them. And that's another thing to carry, which, all I can say is do what you feel is best, what you're comfortable with. We always want to do what we're comfortable with. But sometimes it's good to get uncomfortable. And that's the area I'm pushing you to. I want you to get uncomfortable, because if this 2020 and 2021 didn't teach you to be uncomfortable, and I mean uncomfortable, and I know I'm being real strategic with my words, so I'm trying not to say a lot of things, but y'all know. So, for us, um how can I put it? For, for dealing with the people that seems to know a little bit more than you, and be telling you some things that sound like a conspiracy, and you be like, well, let me give it some thought. Let me give it some thought because yeah. Because now they talking about a number four. I'm like, what? A number four? Why are we doing a number four? What? Okay. So I spoke about that. So besides money, that other part, your health, you growing, you got your grow game. Because I look, like I'm speaking to Mama D. Yeah, Purple Sage Healthy Living. Y'all go check her out. I'm speaking to Mama D. And I'm like, I got to get this grow game on. When is the best time? So she was telling me that's the best time to grow your vegetables. Because when you plant, if you planted like 2 weeks ago, it all depends on where you at. And y'all get with Lead Farmer 73. He tells you what area you in, when the best time to grow. He tells you a lot. And then there's another lady, I forgot her name, and I'll put it in the chat, or I'll find it and put it, I don't know, talk about it next week or something. But she teaches you and tell you, but there's a time. And the thing that, Mama D was telling me, you want the temperatures to be in the 40s, because if it dip down in the 30s, that'll mess up what you have. And you want to make sure somebody's watering it, because, sometimes we travel and go out, because I got to go see my grandbaby. She in Virginia, so I got to go see my grandbaby. I be sneaking down there for a day, wrong as all get out, and sneaking back. It's only 4 hours. Well, that Virginia traffic, right here on 95, that Virginia traffic right there around Fort Belvoir. Man, that traffic be making the trip be 7 hours. I'd be like, damn it. And I got to catch it with the easy pass, but that's enough. Well, another thing you learn, you learn how to maneuver. You learn how to know when the easy pass is going east or north to south. Because when you going north and you want the easy pass to go north, if you going south, you want the easy pass lane to go south, just that stretch. It's like maybe a 20 to 30 mile stretch that you just want to just breeze through. You can't just breeze through. You being there stuck driving 5 miles an hour, mad as all get out. Another thing I learned more patience, because boy, if I wasn't going from 0 to 1,000, especially with my IC, I was like, man, y'all don't know, get out my face. So now I don't let things trigger me as much. What about y'all? Do y'all let a lot of things trigger you? Do you let a lot of things trigger you where you like, oof. So now I learned to laugh and, say things in my head to make things look real stupid. But like, man, if you don't cut it out, it do come with age. It do come with wisdom. It does. But it's also come with listening to, your parents, because they done told you. And, especially when you have a wisdom brother like Carrie, he'd be like, man, you got to teach people how to treat you. And we do. And I'm like, you right. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it because people be thinking you soft. People thinking they can get over on you because you just being nice. You just being nice, and you like, man, shoot, forget you. I'm going that way. You just leave him hanging. I'm cleaning that up, fam. I'm cleaning that part up. But you learned so many things about yourself, even though you know what you knew way back then. It depends on how old you are. But when it's come down to you got to, because in 2020 and 2021, it's like you got to. It was a whole bunch of got to. You better, you're supposed to say yes a lot, and you like no. A lot of no's should have been happening during that time instead of all these yeses. I don't know. It's just me. It's just me. So just running my mouth, speaking on some deep things that we really need to, pay a little more attention to, just a little more, because y'all notice how the prices went up and down around 2019. There was gouging stuff, and like in December, come January, February, when everything was like up in the air and they didn't know, when it should have been smart to do everything in really November, or really, let's say truthfully, October of 2019. Yeah, just me. Just me. We would have kept a whole lot of people, but it's just me. That's when the smart thing would have been. And that winter, then 2020, have everything back open and up in July. I'm just talking, yeah, everybody got their own scenario, all this. I was saying it, people here that know me, especially Tyrone and them. I was like, man, this is bullshit. I was like, oh, they lying. I was saying that. That's me. That's my opinion. My opinion only. That's what I was saying. I was saying all the way up to now. I'd be like, man, y'all need to stop. So that's me. I don't know how you felt, but that's what I learned. That's what I was still, and I'm still on that right now. Yes, I know a whole lot of people got sick, and believe me, my heart is pouring out for them. But it was a situation of how did it come to be? It's like how did it come to be? So when you hear stuff like man-made, so if man made it, man can fix it, right? It's just me. Something to think about. Something to think about. Look, family, I'm not having this live that long. I'm about to end, but I'm going to ask, y'all got some questions. Y'all want to share, what y'all learned? I do not mind. Please, at the end of this video, put down in the comments what you learned, what you wish you could do better. Because if you don't know natural things, and I mean your grow game, your support game, if you don't know why you kept getting sick, your immune system, you didn't build that immune system up. As much videos that all these herbalists are putting out, or much herbalist Kareem, especially got his own network. If y'all not learning there, baby, I look, and he's still teaching. Now he doing live on his network. Look, y'all done learn that. Look, we have so much free content. I just put like that. Like I know it's $4.99 on HK Network. I know it's $4.99, but it's so much free content, so much free, and a lot of it's gonna be taken down. This video name probably not even right. I should have fixed it another way, but I just wanted you guys to have that in your head, have that thought. Make sure you buy in the books. Sometimes it's best to download it, paper copy, buy the book itself. I mean, so many people are doing things, take people courses. I mean, get the information, because I don't know. I know I stopped at finance and not trying to have the video long. I want you to definitely put some questions down in the bottom, but we really need to rethink some things. I want you to be proactive. I mean, we are so reactive. That's the main reason why I said, let me prop that in your head, because we need to be proactive. I mean, proactive, because yeah, it's something. It's something. Do it stink? Yeah, it stink. It stink. It's like some bullshit, but I'm trying to keep it nice, trying to yeah. But if y'all just put your comments down below of the things you learned, keep it decent, because I might do another part 2 of this. I might do a part 2 to speak about some of the stuff that y'all put down there. But we just need to relook some things. I don't know. Wear my glasses. I don't know. Yeah, I be wearing them pinhole glasses to make sure I can see, because if you got some bad vision, you put them pinhole glasses on, baby. You be like, wait a minute. Is this real? How can I see that tiny? That's what we need to see when we dealing with things. When I be saying I need you to be proactive instead of reactive. So please pay attention to your body. Your body talks to you, and I'm trying to go that way for its health. Your body's talking to you, but we just need to get a lot of other things in order. Get a lot of things up in order. I'm gonna read some of the comments. So you're right, Donna. TV is dangerous. Come on. TV is dangerous. It teaches all kind of crazy stuff, and you be like, is that real or is that fake? Are you you be wanting to argue with the TV, right? I be wanting to argue with the TV. I know I do. And I already admitted earlier, I be arguing with TV like, man, Stop that. You sure the numbers are right? I'm going to end there what I be saying to the TV. Keep it nice. I want the video to play. I want people to see the video later. And I got to let them see the video later. So, but yes, yeah, I'm clowning. I'm clowning. Yes, you could call me a I'm probably the most biggest conspiracy theorist. I don't know if y'all watched that movie with Mel Gibson. Can't even think of the name, but he was the most conspiracy theorist out there. And with, you know, some of the books Carrie be having me read, I'd be like, man, brother, look, tell you the truth, I be reading some of these books, I be mad, crying, pissed off, aggravated, happy, sad, going all through these emotions. Like I said, that emotional roller coaster. Y'all read some of these books, your emotional roller coaster, you be like, why you taught me that? You be crying, blowing your nose, and then you be like, okay, I'm on, I'm good, thank you, and learning and growing, and you be like, you get your skin thicker. You know, you get that thick skin. And I already thought I had scabs all over the place. You know, when I mean scabs, that thick skin. You got to have that thick skin. So when stuff comes to light, you be like, I knew that. Yeah. But you already told us that. You told us this back in 2012. Did you remember that video or that one cartoon? Thank you, Carrie. See, I know you're talking to me. Y'all look at The Simpsons. I'm going to leave it there. Y'all. The Simpsons be saying it, boom, 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 boom. And we be ignoring, like, ha, that's funny. The Simpsons is not a kid cartoon. It is not. Just like the Boondocks, they not. Y'all better listen. But listen, they be telling you. It be like boom, boom, boom. Answers right there in plain sight. And you be like, how did I miss that? How did I miss that? And a lot of things you be like, let me look at things a little. And I already said that before. But look, family, I'm gonna go ahead and end. I'm gonna end because I need to keep some of the words and not say some of the words. But I just want you to answer the question down in the comments. You know, what has 2020 and 2021 taught you? And if it happens again, are you prepared? Are you really prepared? Seriously. Like right now, if the president say we're going to just shut down for a week because I just need some things, or another 30 to 90 to 180 days, I just need y'all to readjust and redo some things. Were you listening to the videos that I've been teaching and putting out, or you was like, okay, that ain't gonna happen, are you one of those? I don't know. I'm just asking. I would love to know, like, the main things, like 3 or 4 things that you learned. Because if 2021 and 2020 and all these twos, if 20 and 2021, now we in 2022, didn't teach you something, man, we gotta like get back to the drawing board. We gotta get back and clean our eyes, clean our nose. Yeah, clean your ears too. Clean the ears. Get the eye. Can you see it? Because I gotta make sure my eyes are open. I gotta make sure the eyes are open because I need us to be proactive. I need us to just look at some things. Just look at some things. That's all. We just need to look at some things. That's it. So put the comments down below. I would love for you to to get that. So I know everybody probably got paid. If you didn't, I know you probably got some change, but it's Friday. Still, you need to still listen to that book. I don't know if you I don't know if I said it on here, but there's a couple of books that you need to read. I'm not even going to say what book to read because I'm asking you to spend money. What can I say? What you can do, like I said last Friday. I don't know if I said it this Friday or last Friday. Go back outside. It's warm now. I mean, go outside every day. We're talking about today, tomorrow, and Sunday. Please go do extra walking those days. Do extra walking, It's a lot of pollen out. I need you to smell that out and get it all in you, because we need to make sure our body's being immune, strengthen our immune system. And don't be scared of walking next to people. Don't be scared of walking next to people. You want your immune system to be strong. You want your immune system to be strong. And I'm saying this for a reason. But please go out there, take your shoes off, get in the soil. If you could walk on some sand or some grass, you need that. A lot of us got built up. We got built up stress. We got all that stress that we need to knock off and just re-energize. Put all that negative energy back into the soil and rebuild yourself. Because a lot of us don't have anyone that can pour into us. A lot of us don't. And if y'all suffering in silence, you need to stop. I talk about that all the time. Stop suffering in silence. So, but all right, family, if there's no questions, I got to sit. I got no questions. Okay. Donna was saying that she's teaching women. I would love for you to say where you at, so maybe I can get some more people. To be in your group. So if y'all look in the chat group, because Donna's going to put her location. If she don't mind, she can teach people. I know last week when I promised that I'm going to teach map reading. I mean, not trying to embarrass them, but it was only 2 people. I'm going to say it was only 2 people that showed up. I didn't mind because we had a wonderful time, but I had to at least say it. We had a wonderful time. And sometimes when the stuff is free, we got to jump in there. I mean, even if it's just 5 minutes, y'all, it's just 5 minutes. But okay, yes. For Carrie said, invest in your family. It's a lot of yes. He said invest yourself in family. We need to. I started talking about the beginning, the stuff I learned, I know I was trying to end, but it's a lot of things that some of our family members just don't believe. It's a lot of family members don't believe in herbs. They just straight on the doctor, and you can't knock them. You got to meet them where they're at, but you still got to love on them. You still got to love on them regardless. You got to still love on them, even if they still even want to, live. How can I put it to make it, where you can get me? You still got family members that still, is it still writing checks? What can I say? Some people, it's better to write a check. Still living the old time. Okay, still wearing slips, pantyhose, and girdles, and to church. That's what I mean by old time. So, and still wearing heavy makeup instead of that natural light makeup look. I mean, I don't wear makeup, so. But I remember back in the day when I was like 8, 9, and 10, I would get a spanking because I ain't have no slip on, and I hated pantyhose. I was like, man, I'm a tomboy. I don't want to wear no dress. But now you're a lady. Be like, okay, let me put my dress on. Try to be cute. Try to wear some nice lingerie to be a little more sexy. It's so it's like TMI, but you do. Everybody got to do what they do. But yes, invest in family, because not saying that I got to clean up my words. Not saying that we may lose family, but we are losing family. I was hearing and speaking to somebody that lost like 5 members in their family, and it was like devastating. And it's like I was want to relate to them, but I tried to put on a strong, compartmentalize. I'll just use that word because, I didn't want to carry their burden, but I want to ease their burden. But how can you really ease somebody's burden when they lost 5 people in their family? It's like, man. So I know a lot of people, it's like, you can't stop death. It's like we can't stop birth. What are they trying to stop birth? You can't stop death. So it's good to invest in family because they may not be here tomorrow, and we have to invest in family. That's all we have. And that's why you get up and go to work. That's why we keep producing and having kids. And they the only thing that we got. Let's just be honest. Let's cut to the chase. Let's, put all these bullshit cards out. That's all you have is your family. It's all you have. It's like, man, they don't have your back. Who do? And It's what you call family. It's what you call family. It doesn't have to be blood. Doesn't have to be blood. It's what you call family. And that's who you invest in, because you got to invest in yourself. You have to make sure. For one thing, a lot of us do not love ourselves or know how to love ourselves. Because right now, that's like, I want to say in the last, what's this, 2022, in the last 3 to 4 years, I really learned how to really love myself. I'll put it that way. Yeah, in my 50s, I'm like, you just don't know. You be like having kids, you be like pouring all into them, but it's time that you really got to love yourself. And I mean, really love yourself, to take care of yourself, because a lot of us don't. But I'm going to just ramble. So I'm going to end now, family. So look, you guys have a happy Friday. Please go out there, go out in the sun, enjoy with your kids. Really show them and tell them that you really love them. Because I'm a end with this. I remember, like I said, having the conversations and hearing my daughters how like they roast me. You know how they roast back, like, oh yeah, mommy used to do this, mommy used to do that. And then when they tell you some stories that really get to you, and it's the time that they need the quality time. So this time, really do quality things. Sit down, act silly, turn the TV off, take the cell phone. Matter of fact, just turn off the Wi-Fi. Matter of fact, just turn off the internet, period. Just turn that box off. No TV, no listening to nothing. Go outside and just enjoy and do that. And that's how you invest in family, invest in you, and love yourself. So family, in now, but definitely put your comments down below. All right, family. Happy Friday. Bye.